You know, the ghost of the crippling strike by members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, is about to be exhumed, or so it seems. ASUU has threatened to down tools after 2 weeks if President Bola Tinubu's administration fails to pay public university lecturers their 2022 withheld salaries, but hold on to that of 3.5 months. A displeased ASUU President, Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, I hope I got that right, argues that public universities in the country have so far covered the work for the period they were on strike in 2022 and should be duly paid.
Yes.
I share that sentiment.
I do, but again, at what cost? I looked at it. I have kids in the university. You're looking at a situation where people are going to be half-baked because they want to ensure that they rush the academic session in order to meet up with.
Exactly.
I calculated, I'm going to mention university. I calculated a university's the year, academic year, exactly. A program that is supposed to run for 4 years is going to be running for about 3 years. As we speak, I know in university we did that. Somebody's going to be graduating in the next 3 years here in Nigeria because we want to hasten to catch up with all these other. Yes, I quite understand.
But if you satisfy the conditions.
Conditions as in what? When you rush people, I mean, lecturers. This is university. We all pass through university here. You know what it be for you to be well grounded in the course of study. That you are coming out to now begin to use that course of study to disrupt whatever it is in the society and whatever. I mean, as journalists today, now we went to school, we can speak English and all that. But if we had been rushed through the system, maybe syntax errors will be, you feel syntax error and all that. But you see, that's my fear. But
ASUU President has a point here.
No, he does have a point. That's why I say at what cost? You know, I asked that question, rhetorical question, at what cost? But on the flip side, I think federal government has to actually do a lot to ensure that our university system is not further depressed. Because over time, you see, ASUU here today, ASUU, we can't afford another strike. Nearly 8 months. Now, 2 things they are anchoring their arguments on. Yeah. Number one is that out of the 7.5 months that they worked, they no work, no pay. Government have been able to pay them about 4 months. What happened to the 3.5 months and all that? Yeah. Then the NASU and the other ones, they have not been paid at all. And then the Minister of Education says, okay, they're going to look into that. Number two, for about 11 months, the absence of the governing council is very important. Now, how can, for instance, and ASUU is also arguing, in a governing council with a membership of about 17 or 16 or 17, as the case may be, government has just about 6 of them. So why should government that has, I mean, less number of people in a board, you are now controlling the ones that have majority and all that. So I think government has to do a lot to see all the governing council. Right now, ASUU is complaining, all the contracts that have been awarded and executed, the decision they have been taken at the Senate and all that, all of them have no backing of the governing council. I mean, that's illegality. We cannot allow these things to continue to fester. So that's my fear.
Well, it's not a question of saying there's too much government in government. Yeah, but ASUU knows the future of these children are in their hands.
Exactly. So just like Charles is saying, you know, it wouldn't be right for, you know, our children to be rushed into coming out. Because you sent a child to school, a 4-year course is now a 3-year course, you know, because they do it abroad or because they just want to make sure that they meet up. Because the ASUU President was saying, okay, we have concluded the 2023-2024 academic session. You know, now we are by October we should be in another session.
Oh yeah.
It's not about that. It's about inculcating the right, you know, values and giving them the right education. You know, so that when they are coming out, they are not half-baked. Because if you notice, most students coming out from the university.
No, you mean most graduates.
Oh, sorry. Most graduates. Most graduates coming out from the university, you know, they are really giving us headache.
Yes, exactly. I mean, look at when
Most
you
of
employ
them.
some of them, and
You know, so sometimes and once you employ most of them or you talk to some of them,
you got equality.
you know, you begin to ask yourself, did this one actually pass through the four walls? You know, and that is what that should even concern ASUU the more. Yes, we know this is about their welfare because they are working, they have to be paid. This government definitely, it's just like a company. If you are buying a company, you buy both the asset and liability.
Yeah.
So they have bought the liability of the previous government. So we are just going to beg President Bola Tinubu to see what he can do. You know, although the ASUU president was saying they are not supposed to beg, it's not a favor.
Yeah.
Oh.
They end it.
No, but the thing is, the thing is, there's a policy called no work, no pay. So this president can decide to say, okay, fine, I don't want to pay. So what we on this table will do is also appeal to the president to see how he can offset their 3.5 months, so that all this issue about ASUU going on strike, threatening left, right, and center will not, you know, impede the development of our children. Because if you don't want to see your child being taught by a disgruntled lecturer.
But mine is, let me weigh in here by saying this. I trust you will understand me. Charles Asukwa, nobody gets educated at a university. You only get taught. They say when you leave school, what you do with what you were taught constitutes your...
But how about what they are being taught? They are not being taught
and then you now carry it outside.
What do they carry outside?
We're saying the same thing. So it depends, so...
Because the foundation is very important in human development.
Okay,
human development or human...
teaching is the foundation.
Exactly. It's the foundation.
And it's a two-way street. We must talk to students.
No, for instance, let me say, today, some of us who know more than a modicum level of English language, I see talked about it that some of us, better grammar helped us a lot in those days, where you identify the parts of speech, how to, pronoun and all that, you are easily able to identify and also to use them. But today, that's the foundation that we got from primary and secondary school. But today, I remember where a place that I managed over there, people will come on internship. Some of them even say they pass through Nigerian Broadcasting Academy. I say, is that the same school that people like Joseph? When they talk, I say, you are a body broadcaster? Look at some basic little errors they make because of the absence of that, the foundation that we're talking about. So it's missing. Once the foundation, the Holy Book said, if the foundation be broken, what can that just do? What can students do?
Yeah.
A total question.
Okay.